Hi, I am Harish Kamble. In this video, I am going to explain about albugo fungi. The albugo is the fungi and the classification of albugo is as like kingdom Mycota, division Mastigomycota, class Omycetes, family Albuginaceae, genus Albugo and species Candida. Or we can say example Albugo candida, synonym Cystopus candidus. This type of fungi infect plant leaves, especially Cruciferaceae family. Characteristics of this fungi. What is meaning of albugo? Albugo means the white. The albugo word comes from the Latin language and its meaning is white. In the world there are 25 species observed and in India there are 18 species of albugos found. Albugo is a genus. So habitat of the albugo. Albugo is a obligatory parasite, means compulsory parasite. It only infect living cells. So it is called as obligatory parasites, and the living cells may be cauliflower, radish, mustard plants, cabbage plants, etc. Means specially this type of fungi targeted to Cruciferaceae family. So symptoms of this disease: when these fungi infect to the plant leaf, the plant leaf shows a powdery white powder. So it is called as white rust. These white rust are shiny, smooth, irregular patches observed. These patches are called as pustules. And these fungi infected to the leaves, especially leaves and stem and aerial parts, flowers as well as birds, etc. So thallus structure of albugo. Thallus structure means the body of albugo. Albugo's body is made from the thread-like structure called as hyphae, and cluster of hyphae is called as mycelium. And these mycelium are branched and sinusoids, means there are multi-nucleus. The body is multinucleated. So many nucleus are present in the filaments. The filaments are continuous and not separated. This is the whole cell, branched cell. There is no separation, so it is called as a septate. This is the hyphae, and in this hyphae we consider it is a cell, complete cell. And in this hyphae there is a food material stored in the form of oils and glycogen. Mitochondria also present in the hyphae, cytoplasm. So this is the structure of a thallus of albugo or hyphae of albugo. Thallus is a mycelium. Mycelium means a cluster, group of hyphae. Hyphae are intercellular. Intercellular means this hyphae is cannot in means intercellular means between two cells. This type of hyphae or myceliums grow between the two cells, so it is called as intercellular. Sinusoitic. Sinusoitic means in this hyphae, this is the structure of albugo and this is the hyphae, this is the branched hyphae. This hyphae is aseptate, means there is no separation, so that a many nucleus freely move from one place to another place. It is a branched reserve food material in the form of oil and glycogen. Knob-like hausteria is developed to absorb food material from the cell. So here is the hausteria. Cell wall of the cell wall of the mycelium hyphae are made from the chitin substance, or it is also called as fungal cellulose. Reproduction of this fungi takes place by two ways: asexual and sexual reproduction. The host cell and hosterium. So this is the section of infected leaf. This is the outer layer, or it is lower epidermis, we can say. This fungi is a intercellular. They make a space between two cells, and the mycelium or hypha produce special type of structure from this hypha called as hausteria. See, this is the fungus hypha and this hypha produces this knob-like structure and inserted into the cell to absorb food material from the plant cell. This is called as knob. So in each cell they inserted this fungi inserted a host area and absorb food material and grow. So host cells is a plant cell and hosterium is a specialized structure formed by the mycelium of albugofungi which absorb food material from the host cell. Sporangiophore or conidiophores. Once the mycelium spread in the leaf lower epidermis, then a special lateral branches develop from the mycelium, and these lateral branches are called as conidiophores. This is conidiophore. Lateral branches. See host area. This is the host cell. This structure look as like. This is the conidiophore, and this there are this is a conidia form in the chain. Youngest conidia. This is the oldest conidia. Means this conidia is formed first. Then from below this conidia formation of a young one, and below this one young. So this type of formation of conidia is called as basipetal type. Means younger one develop at the base and older ones at the apex. So such a circular spherical conidiums are formed and they push or exert pressure on the upper epidermis. So the upper epidermis of host ruptures and this conidia blow away by winds or washed away by water. Albugo candida, zoospore formation or asexual reproduction. Albugo, this type of fungi reproduce two types by two ways, asexual and sexual. So first we will see asexual type of reproduction. In this type of reproductions takes place through a conidia. So first this is conidiophore formations, and on this conidiophore there is a conidia form. This is conidia. So when the conidia form, there are two choices. If the condition is favorable or condition is unfavorable. When the condition is unfavorable, this conidia direct germinate. When they get host, they direct germinate and produce germ tube and they infect to the leaf. Another way is favorable condition. When the moisture is in the environment and the temperature is low, these conidia behave like sporangia, zoosporangia, and these zoosporangia again divided and produce zoospores. These zoospores are biflagellated, concave, and they can swim from zoosporangium. When break that time they swim and reach to the stomata of plants. That time they rid of their flagella and insisteds, means the flagella they rid of and they become a spherical, and after that they produce germ tube and insert from stomata of leaf in the cell. Another type of reproduction is called as sexual reproduction. In the sexual reproduction, two hyphae from the lower in the depth produces antheridium and oogonium. This type of reproduction takes place lately after asexual reproductions. in the deep of plant tissue, the mycelium make two branches. One become spherical and another become lateral, and the nucleus from the mycelium migrated to these branches. One branches there are 60 to 65 nucleus, and another branch there are 12 to 15 nucleus migrated. Then the spherical mycelium is called as oogonium and lateral one called as antheridium. So antheridium is function as a male and oogonium function as a female. So out of these 65 nucleus, one nucleus only functional, and out of these 12 to 15 nucleus, one nucleus is functional. So see here the antheridium and oogonium. These 65 nucleus when migrated to the periphery, and at the center there is a egg nucleus is migrated. This part is called as synocentrum center. From the synocentrum, papillae-like structure is formed. This is the signal sent by the oogonium, and the signal is received by antheridium. That time antheridia inserted germ tube and send the functional nucleus in the oogonium. After the fusion of male nucleus from the antheridium and egg nucleus from the oogonium, the formation of oospores. After fertilization, oospores is formed. Stages of sexual reproduction. In the sexual reproduction, two oogonium and antheridium are formed. When oogonium and antheridium when they come in contact, a receptive papillae is formed. Then the male nucleus is migrated to oogonium. Karyogamy is formed. After karyogamy, oospore is developed, and these oospores secrete a wall called as exospore. So there is a two type of wall, exospores and endospore. Then these oospores divided meiotically and then mitotically. So, and after division of mitosis, there are 32 nucleus in the oospores. These oospores is rested in the leaf, and when this leaf is decayed, they emerge out and then develop these burst, then develop zoospore. These zoospores have two flagella, whip-shaped and tinsel, and after swimming they rest on the leaf and they rid of their flagella and become encysted, and after that they produce germ tube, and this germ tube enter into the leaf. That's way they infect to the leaf. So that's way the life cycle of albigo is two ways, asexual and sexual. So how can we control the albigo? So control measures of albigo: growing resistant variety. Second, eradication of infected plants and their complete destruction. Third, rotation of crucifer plants with non-cruciferous plants. And fourth, spraying the fungicides like lime, sulfur, etc. Thank you.